Well, probably a good thing that it's a day off today. Definitely in no mood for school after what just happened then. Will Strager never stop causing us tragedy? One day, one day they will pay for all of this. One day we will finish this, just like he said. That day couldn't come any sooner. I'd also just like to point out that, for one, that is the best Persona upgrade ever. Seriously, the fact that it happens during that scene, and also, Junpei was so awesome during that scene. Remember back in the boss fight with Jin and Takaya? Jin repels fire. Junpei hit him with Argidyne anyway, because he's just that awesome. So yeah, that's another thing that I love about that scene. Oh, and also, so yeah, I thought it would completely ruin the mood if I gave the Persona bio there. So, I'm gonna do that now. From Chidori's Gift of Life, Junpei attains his ultimate persona, Trismegistus. And this one is a pretty considerable upgrade, possibly the biggest out of all the party. In addition to the usual changing the resistance to an immunity thing, Junpei actually inherits Chidori's Spring of Life ability. She really is still living on within him. You saw how that ability worked during the boss fight, but basically it's a superpowered Regenerate 3. Junpei now heals a pretty considerable amount of health every turn, which not only helps keep him tanking hits, but also keeps fueling his physical attacks. It's great all round, and it really makes him a lot better than he was before. He also learns High Counter, the ridiculously broken Persona 3 version that has a 50% chance of blocking anything physical and bouncing it back at the enemy. Yeah, you can see why that skill got nerfed in Persona 4, but here, abuse it while you still can, it's amazing. He does learn Argidyne and also Fire Break. Now, the weird thing about Fire Break is, I've seen a lot of material that seems to suggest that he only learned Fire Break in the vanilla version of Persona 3 and not FES. I can confirm that he does learn it in FES as well, so don't worry about that. Makes sense seeing as Koromaru lost Fire Break in FES. As always, Junpei's fire spells are more useful just for knocking things down that are weak to fire than they are for actual damage, which is always an issue with him, but his later skills definitely make up for this. First there's Deathbound, heavy slash damage to all enemies, and remember that it has one of the highest crit rates of any physical skill in the game, so definitely useful there. And then the big one. Yes, Junpei actually gets Vorpal Blade. It's not quite as broken as it is in the protagonist's hands, because you can't control when Junpei is in great status, so you'll almost never see the 1.5 times damage boost. But even then, Vorpal Blade is insane, and the fact that one of our actual party members gets it makes Trismegistus an amazing upgrade just for that alone. Now, it does only come at level 75, by which point you're probably up to the final boss anyway, but it's still a good thing to wait for. Before I talk about the mythology of this persona, I'd like to talk a little more about some story things. Firstly, it's very heavily implied that Trismegistus is actually the fusion of Junpei's Hermes and Chidori's Medea. Also, one other aspect about Medea's symbolism that I can talk about now, in her original myths she defied her father to help Jason, who she was in love with, just like Chidori defies Strager to save Junpei. In terms of mythology, Trismegistus is actually a title. This persona's full name is Hermes Trismegistus. Yes, it really is another form of Hermes. Specifically, Hermes Trismegistus is a combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. Worshippers of both gods realized that the two deities actually shared a lot of similarities. They were both gods of writing and magic. Both of them also helped guide the souls of the dead to the afterlife, which also fits in with the symbolism in this game, actually. And so a faction emerged that worshipped both as the same entity. Trismegistus means thrice great, and this comes from how Hermes Trismegistus was seen to have known the three parts of wisdom of the whole universe, those being alchemy, astrology, and theurgy. The association with alchemy is actually referenced in its design in this game. That red gem you can see holding in its mouth, that is actually supposed to be the Philosopher's Stone according to the Persona 3 art book. Hermias Trismegistus is also seen as the founder of Hermeticism. Its main text, the Hermetic Corpus, you might have actually heard about being mentioned by Mr. Edagawa in one of the lectures earlier in the game. It actually saw a resurgence during the Renaissance as a popular source of philosophy. The Hermetic Corpus actually had a lot of ties to the early birth of science, and because of it, its experimental methods ended up being studied by actual scientists much later on. Even Isaac Newton studied the Hermetic Corpus, and wrote several unpublished manuscripts on it. And now, well, all that's left is to move on. No, none of us did. It's just like Shinjiro, though. She was always dying. Though, in a way, she said that she'd always knew that she'd die that day. Can't really say anything at this point. Well, I guess one day I will understand. We still don't know everything. Because it seems like they didn't realize that defeating the 12 Shadows wouldn't end the Dark Hour. So surely they didn't have all the information from the start. Yeah, seems like he is. Still going over that, huh? Well, sadly that's not really true anymore. I'm sure Koromaru's still sad about this, but he's still doing what he does. So, no time to really dwell on this because today, being a day off, means we can't do school social links, but it does mean that there's a certain social link that we can do, and this one, there's a reason why I have Kaiwan in my Persona lineup. This is one that we haven't actually seen a lot of, but is going to get a lot of attention soon, because more exams are coming up, and that means that school social link is going to be locked out, which means that, well, we'll be needing to see non-school social links, which at this point is pretty much entirely this guy. Outside of Sundays. So, yes. I do believe we need Kaiwan for this, or what, we need a matching star persona. Still haven't got Nandi yet, I probably should at some point. So, yes, let's see. So, we get 5 points or 7 with a matching one for each response here, and we need 20 for a rank up, so we're not going to get it regardless. But having a matching persona here will help, I think, the next rank. And faster as a speeding bullet as always. And obviously, we need to choose the more concerning response. More training? I didn't think that was possible. It says Umi Ushi there. I mean, Ushi is meat, so... Huh. Actually, wait a minute. Looking at those characters on the side of the window there, this sounds kind of off-topic, but I think that actually is Sea Cow, which is kind of strange, but anyway. Yeah, looks like this is an opportunity to be kind of insensitive, but let's not. What happened? Oh, okay. Well, Gary Stu didn't need to take his club seriously, and still he was destroying everyone. Except for Mamoru in the competition. It's kind of weird how he just says in Kendo team. It almost feels like it's pretty awkwardly copy-pasted in there, depending on what club you chose. I still feel like athletics seems to be the canon one, because Mamoru just makes a lot more sense in athletics. I still prefer Kendo, though. It's, again, still a desire to surpass everyone, and become stronger, as our star social link is. And that's a good thing, because we're going to be blitzing this one soon. And yeah, maxing this one out, definitely recommended, even if you're not on a max social links run. Really, really highly recommended. Seriously, so worth it, trust me. Guess it kind of was. Then again, what social link conversation isn't weird? Everyone seems to have their own issues. And see, the whole power walking thing, again, it just makes so much more sense if you're in athletics. I don't think I've seen anyone do swimming. Like, this is just kind of a tangent, but I don't know, like, I don't think I've seen anyone do swimming.
Hello.
So, hi. Yeah, he's still out of action. Ken knows exactly what that's like. Well... yeah. I'm sure he's not gonna go the same dark path that Ken did. I think Junpei's room is like around here? Oh no, that's another Feels room! Let's not do that. That's Ken's, I've got it wrong on all of them. Yeah, that makes sense, this would be Akihiko's room. I wonder, can we go to Tartarus tonight or not? Some ways it doesn't really make sense to go without Junpei, and I just realized that he is behind in levels, so going without him would actually set me back quite a bit. Oh, okay. We tired or actually sick? Oh, just tired. Right. Actually going to Tartarus tonight would be a really bad idea, which makes total sense. We actually can, though. It's just, like, not recommended at all. Okay, so the reason why I was thinking of going tonight was that we have career experience, Joy, tomorrow and for the rest of the week, so we pretty much aren't able to go for quite a lot of days. The thing is, though, yeah, like going tonight, I forgot that we're tired, and that's terrible, and last time I went into Tartarus while tired, bad things happened. So, yeah, also Junpei's not back. And we know he obviously will be, because he has a new persona. So, we are just going to... should we get stat boosts? Or let's just go back to the room. I feel like my personas are strong enough at this point. So, sleep earlier. Like, seriously, I held back absurdly against Chidori. You would not want to see what that fight looks like when I'm not holding back, which I actually did in a practice attempt just to test, how much that fight could handle, and, let's just say it wasn't much. For added cheesiness, you could try using Revolution to make it even, yeah. And so, work experience. Yeah, this is pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. We're just on a blank screen now. Hello? Okay, that's bizarre. Oh, okay then. I thought the game had crashed for a moment. That took a long time. I was worried, because I actually haven't... And yeah, we don't even get to see the work experience. It just goes skip, 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 skip. So, like, wow, that was... I was thinking that I had to dedicate a whole series of parts to work experience. No, I forgot that you just don't see them at all. Just boom, 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 all skipped. Yeah, that is quite worrying. But it's really understandable. Well, yeah, I guess no one really cares if you skip work experience. So yeah, my experiences with that. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt a pretty nice conversation here. My experiences with that was pretty terrible. To give you an idea, the closest they could get to give me programming experience was this weird, like, tech school thingy, and basically they put me in this music thing where I messed around with a music program that wasn't even any kind of coding or anything like that, and it was stupid, and it bored me to death, and I got so bored that I actually had to specifically request to put things in filing cabinets, because I thought that would be an improvement, and it actually was. That's how bad mine was. So, yeah. And now back to tragedy. Well, I suppose so, but there are other factors involved. We should probably try. I mean, you're in exactly the same situation at the start of this month, and Yukari helps you. See, it's nice to see her concern for him here. You actually did it? It's exactly what she said it would be like. Oh, that makes sense. No, I don't think so. It's just gonna take time. No way are we saying it was fun. But yeah, everyone's just dwelling on this. Yeah, Akihiko was probably the fastest to get over his personal loss out of the party. It is interesting seeing how differently everyone handles it. So we're still able to go to Tartarus tonight, but I'd rather wait until Junpei's back. For the moment, though, because I was actually kind of freaked out that this actually did crash, I'm gonna go ahead and save now. Because, just wondered if the fortune teller was saying anything new. She actually might be, considering something major just happened. So, yeah, we also have a full moon coming up in a few days, and it's also almost the end of November. Thinking about it, while part of me thinks that... I don't know. While part of me thinks that they were just too lazy to make a background for the work experience, the other part of me is glad that they just outright didn't even show it at all, and they just skipped over a black screen. And so we finally have the Shoes of Bane! And 5 Mega Proteins. I thought we were going to get called for a second there, but no. I'm guessing we don't get a call in a while since exams are coming up, so we spend most of our Sundays at this point doing the Sun Link. It's almost been exactly a week since that. Thankfully, it flew by pretty quickly, thanks to the, well, I guess work experience was good for something. Oh yeah, today's a school day. Kind of easy to forget that after what happened, but it is. So, hi there. Oh, no, that makes sense. Everyone's concerned now. Wow, even Roji is sad. That's really saying something. Pretty amazing, actually. Oh, Chihiro's there. Yeah, it's since been pointed out to me, I feel like a complete moron for this, but the school trip, I think I've already seen this conversation. The school trip was only for 2nd and 3rd years, and Chihiro was a 1st year, so yeah. That was dumb of me. She wouldn't have been on the trip anyway. And you're saying that I don't think there's going to be much change in dialogue here. There's a certain someone you can get played by. You know what, I just realized something. I was thinking, hey, maybe I can fit in the next tarot lecture here, and then I was like, we're going there anyway, because we're actually seeing Mitsuru again today. We don't need a matching persona just yet, which is a good thing, because Emperor's personas are freaking high level, so, that's good. I wonder if we could get the third one of these out of the way now while we're here. I'm pretty sure there was only 3. I still like the go in for no reason option. So yeah, this might take a little while, but I do want to see the third of these. I wonder how many other subtle fourth wall breakages there will be here. Another mammoth lecture. Okay, well, this sounds like it's going to take a while. Well, I mean, considering that it doesn't use any time at all, of course it's wise. Slightly advanced. Okay, what, like the hexagon spread? Okay. Horoscope, okay. Okay. Okay, this is where knowing the symbolism of all of the Arcana helps. Oh, but it's the minor Arcana, okay. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you can use the major Arcana, right, yeah. But I guess people who've played this series will kind of get a vague idea of the symbolism of the major Arcana anyway. Okay. Well, you talked about that in one of your earlier lectures. I think I've heard about that, actually. Yeah, I've heard about that, too. Yeah. Oh, I think those are all, I think those are Hebrew letters. I know that Hod is one of them. So this is completely going over my head because I have no experience with this at all. And so, yeah, that was actually kind of a bit shorter than the others. But I wanted to make sure to show all of those. Another aspect of this game that in my first playthrough I actually had no idea existed. But yes. Oh yes, this was totally a coincidence. We're totally not bumping into you deliberately. But yeah, finally we actually get to do this. And so we're at rank 2. I wonder if this is the one that's... There's one early rank in this that's especially hilarious to me, and to other people who share certain preferences of mine. I don't think it's this one, though, because I think I remember the location's a bit different. I'm pretty sure it's not this one. Or is it? Let's see. Yeah, I'd expect that she wouldn't be in one of these places. I just noticed that the big W is obviously a parody of a certain other fast food chain's logo, and I also just realized the sheer hilarity of the fact that the Empress Arcana representative in Persona 5 is the daughter of someone who owns a giant fast food company, so kind of funny seeing the Empress character in one here. It's not Wild Duck Burger, though, it's something different. Huh. Bit of a weird thing to say here. But you can actually say anything. I suppose someone in her position wouldn't be that used to eating with her hands. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I think the term fast food etiquette is kind of a self-contradiction. Yeah, so this is pretty much anything. I always wondered about that. Some of the things like at McDonald's, there was like 50-cent ice cream or something. Never actually had that myself. I'm just kind of... I don't understand how they managed to make the price that low. Yeah, definitely. Well, that's good to know. If it wasn't towards someone who has definite, gigantic ulterior motives for meeting her. So yeah, no, this wasn't the hilarious one. I'm really looking forward to that one, by the way, but it's not going to happen quite yet. This is only rank 2, and for this one, again, we don't really need a matching persona because we only need 1 point for the next rank, so yeah, even just 5 is going to be enough for that. Still, only rank 2, like I said. Yep, still just friends, much to carry us to his annoyance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mitsuru's schedule is full of other engagements, quote-unquote. There may also be a double meaning behind that.
Cheer up, Junpei. Yeah? So what do you want?
This came for you. It's from the hospital.
That's...
They were going through her items when they found that.
I know I have to snap out of this, but it's just so hard.
Hey, Junpei, can I take a look?
You wouldn't be able to understand her drawings anyways.
Wait, is this? Wow, it's really good. This is amazing. Who wouldn't be able to understand it?
Uh-huh. Is this...
It's a detailed portrait of Junpei-san.
Chidori... Junpei. It's like she's telling me to stop moping around.
She must be looking out for you.
I promised to fight to get rid of the Dark Hour. And I'm sorry for all the times I snapped at you. It still bothers me a little. But I want you to know that I'm counting on your abilities.
Junpei.
Huh, what do you know? A full rank up out of nowhere. Still skipping ranks, though. It's gone all the way up to 9. So, we're actually close to being done with this, which is pretty amazing. Anything on TV? Yeah, nothing much. I think we can pretty much give up on there being anything good on TV for a while. I think that's pretty obvious. That still sounded a little weird. Yeah, well, yeah, I can't be the only one who finds it weird that she talks about her friend who's just moved in the comparing her to someone who's actually passed away. I don't think Natsuki's quite in that situation, Fuka. It wasn't just a picture, apparently. It was a whole book of them. That was pretty awesome. So, yeah, with that, Junpei's back in the party. In fact, we could confirm it by checking everyone's status. And I wonder if my suspicions are correct. Is he gonna be... Let's see... Wait, is he even here? Huh. Maybe he's not back today. It actually seems like he's not back today. Okay, that's interesting. I suppose that actually does kind of make sense. So yeah, originally I was going to cut the video here and go to Tartarus tonight, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, he's actually not officially back yet. So I suppose we'll have to go one more day into into 1 week after what just happened. So what we're going to be doing on Sunday is nothing particularly, well, particularly different. It's exactly what we did last Sunday, except hopefully without the dark hour and the tragedy stuff. But yeah, that week flew by pretty quickly. Now back to Sunday. A full moon in a few more days, but it doesn't actually mean that much anymore. All the shadows that specifically attack during full moons are gone. They still show the moon... Oh, actually, I just realized, with Tanaka's show, I forgot to check out the Shoes of Bane. Guess I really did have to imagine the stat boosts. Where are they? 82 evasion? Evade elect high... Oh, okay then. Though, giving Yukari Hitman's favorite shoes is very bizarre, but it's actually pretty good for her. Actually really glad that I bought those. I don't know if the ability from Tanaka's show is random or not. I know that police station stuff is random, but anyway, not sure if I'm going to buy whatever he's selling today. Let's see what you've got. You have... oh, Sigma Drive. That reduces your chance of getting a critical hit. I think one of those is fine. 6 mega... yeah, you know what? No. And yeah, you only get one chance. You can't do it again for today if you say no, but I already have one of those, so I think I'm fine with that. I really want is Junpei should be able to go back into Tartarus tonight, and that is what I have been waiting for. And I think everyone's pretty much saying the same stuff, yeah. You better not interrupt Phoenix Ranger Featherman R again. You didn't. Great. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, with its triumphant return, episode 41, the secret base explodes. Take it back, Featherman R! Huh. That sounds like something that happened in Persona 4 the animation, now that I think about it. Yeah, they're even unturned for us too, so... yeah, it's really hard to tell what's going on at this point, but hopefully we'll find our answers soon. November's almost at its end. In fact, this year's almost at its end. And well, I mean, last Sunday was depressing enough, so let's continue the theme of Sundays at this point by hearing some more depressing stuff with this social link. We're definitely getting up there, though. This will be rank 7. He seems fine today. But we'll see how this goes. Just the basic premise of it, yeah. What happens next? Well, that's, this is apparently the best thing to say here, which is totally sums it up. Yeah, that went dark quickly. Suppose so. Makes sense given his position. Oh. And let's make it even more depressing. Doing something creative is definitely better than just writing down curses. I see where he's going with this, but didn't he say that he was going to write a happy story? We'll see how that works out. But, I mean, this link is far from over. He's got plenty of time. Yeah, after that... And you know, sometimes, no matter how tragic a story, sometimes it can surprise you by turning out surprisingly happy.
Oh, hey!
Just need to take the right steps. Oh. Oh. So Ryoji came to remind him about the hot springs incident and make him even more depressed. Nah, probably not. Yeah, it's kind of nice that Junpei has friends outside of Seas, but probably makes Gary still a bit jealous. And everyone's still pretty much saying the same things. Let me just check something. Is Junpei actually ready to go to Tartarus tonight? Probably not, because if he's seeing Ryoji now. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's here yet. Oh no, he is here, okay. Huh, that's kind of strange. Oh yeah, we have Trismegistus' stats finally. So, yes, he has... Yeah, she really meant it. She's still living on within him. He's got her Spring of Life ability. Which is pretty amazing. I remember when I first checked the stats and noticed that really hit me pretty hard. Well, the fortune-telling girl said that only you can see his true nature. So maybe you should think about him a bit more. Yeah, there's something going on here. Anything new to say then? No, it doesn't look like it. See if I can actually find them, because I'm going to have to be tearing Junpei away from Ryoji soon, because we have some exploring and shadow fighting to do. Where is Ryoji anyway? Oh, okay. Oh, right, he just wants a drink. It must be convenient having a vending machine right near your rooms. Oh, I got the wrong room again, and I was about to go to the even wronger room. Yes, because he's right there. Yeah, I was wondering if you could talk to Ryoji, but you actually can't. So with that, we've made quite a lot of progress. Not so much social link-wise, thanks to stupid work experience, but Junpei's back, so we'll save and then we'll head out to Tartarus again. Still got quite a bit of progress to make in the next block, but we have more than one moon cycle to complete this section in. You might have noticed that Elizabeth's deadlines are much, much later for this one, so yeah.